Thank you for joining Devos here today. Again, all this week, we've been talking about how do you know if you're a lukewarm Christian. There's 8 signs. Now, you got to watch the other ones, see the other signs, because right now, we're going to be looking here at number 6. Okay, so the 6th way you know that you're a lukewarm Christian feels good about themselves. You say, now, Pastor, I've been reading all these self-help books. I can just say, most self-help books are written by non-believers who aren't going to heaven, just so you know that. Now, there are self-help principles that are correct. Now, you should love yourself and care about yourself, but you have to love God first. Well, lukewarm Christians, they feel real good about themselves spiritually. They're not worried about anything. In fact, they're convicted really about nothing. And so I would like you to look with me now in Mark 12:30. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind, and with all your strength. Boy, this covers everything, doesn't it? So God ought to be number 1 in your life before everything else. I mean, he wants us passionately living for him. Over in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, where Jesus talked about lukewarm Christians, he said, when I come to the earth, most of the earth, he goes, I wish you were hot or you were cold. He goes, but you're lukewarm and I'd like to spit you out of my mouth. I don't know about you. I don't want to become spittle. Okay, so this doesn't sound like a lukewarm Christian. Now, what lukewarm Christians do, they compare themselves to the world. When they think about how they're living for God, they'll see the next door neighbor and he's a drunkard. So the lukewarm Christian, of course they drink. Some of them drink quite a bit. They drink on a regular basis. They like getting a little high. Just so you know, that's what that's all about. And I know people, I'm the only pastor will say this anywhere. I don't care. I say boozers are losers. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. You really don't need that. Listen, if you get your high off of God, that booze leads to trouble. It leads to drugs and everything else. Okay, but they think it's okay because they're not an alcoholic like their neighbor, or they're not on drugs. They'll curse a little bit, but they don't curse like the guy they work with. That's how we compare our spirituality. This is very, very sad. Okay, look at Luke 18, verse 11. The Pharisee, standing by himself, he prayed, oh God, I thank you. I'm not like other men, extortioners and unjust and adulterers. Oh, they're horrible. But he thinks he's good. Or even like his old tax collector. That was a really bad profession. It's still a bad profession. He said, I fast twice a week. I give tithes of all I get. Okay, so even a lukewarm Christian can do good things. Okay, but again, they just do what they want to do. They really don't want to sacrifice, and they feel very prideful about the things in which they're doing. Okay, let's look at one more. Number 7, a lukewarm Christian feels safe and secure doing the bare minimum. I mean, they're a minimalist with God. They just want to do what they got to do. Did you know that half of all Christians, churches in America, the average Christian, born-again Christian in America goes to church every other week. Very sad. Very, very sad. And so why? Because we're lukewarm. And you don't want to be that way. I remember this one lady, which she lived down the street here. Her name was Luann. I mean, we loved her, so sweet. A young mother that was dying of cancer. I was holding her hand on the last day before she left this earth. And she said to me, Pastor Mike, I wish I was on fire for the Lord during my Christian life. She goes, I wish I was witnessing. I wish I was serving him. She goes, now I'm on fire for him, and now I can't do anything for him. That's really sad. You don't want to leave this world like that. Look at Ephesians 6:8. Knowing that whatever good anyone does, this he's going to receive back from the Lord, whether he is a bond servant or is free. It said, it doesn't make any difference who you are. If you're living for God and on fire for him, God's going to reward you for that. So listen, don't be a lukewarm Christian. If you're around people like that, those are your friends, your family, you got to do your own thing. Remember this, Jesus did not die for you to be lukewarm.